October and November can be the hardest months as a beekeeper. It is when we see some of our colonies collapse because of mites. This is because all summer long the mites have been breeding and multiplying, but so have the bees as they maintain large colonies to catch each flow. So come fall time, when the size of your hive shrinks, the bee population goes down. But the mite population does not, thus leaving more mites per bee than was usually seen previously. This is why it is so important to treat in August and September, so when the colony shrinks, the mite load does not skyrocket. I decided to try out ApiVar, a synthetic treatment that has been said to kill mites as long as they don't become resistant. So let's see how it did. If you remember, I have a poor little hive that I named Lucy after the horror movie because they had 60 mites in a wash. It has been exactly 1 month since I put 2 ApiVar strips in the colony to see if this will help knock all the mites down. So today we're gonna go see if the ApiVar worked or not. So stay tuned. I have never in my life had a colony that had 60 mites, more than 60. I couldn't even count them all because they're all clustered together. But I've never had a colony with a mite load that high. So yeah, usually I would use Formic, but at the time I didn't want to risk any of the brood being burnt or cut back at all, just because I was still needing all of my colonies to build up comb and honey stores. So I opted out for ApiVar to use. So yeah, I don't know, we'll see. I've heard a lot of mixed reviews about it, so this is definitely going to be a video showing whether or not ApiVar is everything they talk it up to be, or if it's just kind of mediocre. So yeah, we'll see. Now would be a really good time for a veil because I'm getting tired of wearing this big bulky suit, but it is what it is. All right, so Dawn dish soap, check. Testing container, check. And measuring cup. I'm not gonna use smoke today because I want to see how aggressive they are, and I've also not really been using smoke a lot lately. Yeah, I've been a little lazy, but shoot, need my hive tool. Okay. Don't ever open a hive without a hive tool. One thing I've noticed when I go through my colonies is some of my bees are smaller than others. And then some of my bees look abnormally long. This is one of the colonies where the bees look abnormally long. But in my other colonies, the bees are like itty bitty. So I wonder if that has anything to do with varroa, if that affects the way varroa affects them. Okay, so I'm looking in this colony, and look at all of those varroa mites. Holy smokes. Well, I guess the ApiVar does work. Making sure that I got eggs because there's not a lot of brood, but it is that time of year that the queen is going to start slowing down, like I keep saying. So yep, just making sure. Yeah, these bees are fairly large compared to my other breeds. Yeah, she's not laying barely any eggs. Only seen 1 drone so far too, so they're definitely getting kicked out by now. And they're backfilling a lot of this with honey. Oh, I see 1 mite on a bee. 2 mites on a bee. Ooh. Looks like this is the frame I'm gonna treat. Or I'm gonna test, I mean. Always check for the queen. Oh, there's 2 mites on that bee. I hate seeing that. Here, I'll show you. You see that bee? With 2 mites on its back? Oh, and there's another one right next to it. Man, yeah, so the mite load must still be high in this colony. The fact that I'm seeing mites like this. Yep. Did not really make a difference. Okay, well, ApiVar is killing some of them, but there's still a lot of mites in this container. You see all those? Oh, man. Yeah, okay, let me count these real fast. Okay, there's so many I can't even count all of them. There's at least 60 in here again. So, ApiVar, not so great. Well, it's a good thing that I have some extra formic left, so I guess I'm gonna be throwing these on here today. Actually, scratch that. I'm gonna have to wait one day because, so I will spill the news to you guys. I am moving my entire apiary tomorrow. Some unfortunate events happened in my life. Some endings of things. So because of that, I now have to move my entire apiary elsewhere. So I can't put the formic on yet, because I'm gonna have to plug up all of my hives tonight so that I don't lose any field bees in the move, and so they're not out and about when we start to move everything. But so I'm gonna wait until 2 days from now to put the formic on. But yeah, fun. All right, so Lucy is not doing well at all. Today is 9/28/22. Only a couple eggs. And there was about, I don't know, I'd say 7 frames of bees, 60 plus in their mite count. Mild. And they don't have enough food right now, so they're definitely gonna need that. Lucy is not doing well. All right, well, that was not what I expected. I was really hoping for the ApiVar to work and to lower the mite load, which obviously it's killing some of the mites because we saw all those mites on the bottom board. So what? Why is the mite load still so high? And there's really not much brood in the hive right now at all. So yeah, I don't know. I'm definitely gonna be treating with formic. I'll probably throw them on tomorrow when I move all the colonies. That's gonna be a very long day, but I'm gonna bring you guys along to watch the move with me. Like I've been saying, my life has been pretty chaotic lately, so sorry I've been a little MIA, but yeah, life has been a little stressful for me. A lot of changes. So yeah, if anybody is struggling out there, just know you're not alone. I know social media can make everything just seem like perfect all the time, but nobody's life is perfect. Everybody goes through things. Everybody has different chapters in their life. They have changes. Just life is always changing and evolving. You just got to learn how to take each hit and keep getting back up every single time. And that's what I'm trying to do. So yeah, my life got a little bit harder because now I'm going to be separating my colonies across 2 bee yards, and now I'm going to have to save up some money to buy a property. So yeah, I don't know. I just thought I'd share this with you guys, make myself seem a little bit more human, because like I said, social media can be kind of deceiving sometimes, and I just, yeah, I don't know. I feel like I'm rambling, but just know that you're not alone. Well, it's a bummer that the ApiVar did not work at all. I guess there definitely is some resistance going on when it comes to ApiVar. So I'm probably going to have to stick with more of the organic things for this year, at least until I'm fully treatment free next year. Yeah, I invested a lot into my bees this year. Honestly, I have spent every single dollar I have on my bees. So a lot is riding on them to succeed. So that is why I am also treating them this year, because I know in order for me to be fully treatment free and follow the plan that I am hoping to follow and expand how I want to expand in the spring. Like, I have set the goal that I want to have at least 100 hives in the spring, and I'm sticking to that. That is my goal. I'm gonna be building a lot of boxes this winter. Of course, I'm gonna take you guys along to watch all of that as well. But yeah, I've invested a lot into my bees. So a lot is riding on them to succeed. So yeah, I need to have a lot of bees come out of the winter successfully. If not all of them, then the majority of them. That way I can make all those splits that I'm gonna need to make in order to get to 100 hives in the spring. So that's why I'm treating right now. If you can't tell right now, I've been quite a mess lately. But anyways, that's just life. Anyway, enough of me rambling. Okay, so there's gonna be a part 2 of this video because I do have some other colonies that I did put ApiVar in, but they still need a couple weeks to see whether it works or not. So I'll wait to take out the strips then. But yeah, so far the ApiVar is not working on my colonies, at least the one that I just saw, because it didn't even knock the mites back at all. So I'm still confused why there were mites on the bottom board like that. Like, are they just dying? Or are they getting plucked off by the bees? Like, I don't know. But yeah, I'm going to be treating with Formic in 2 days. So hopefully that helps. If not, this hive is probably going to be toast. But yeah, I don't know. Anyways, I hope this was a good review of ApiVar for you. I know for some people it probably works well, but I apparently have some resistance. That is one of the things you need to be careful of with ApiVar. So yeah, I don't know. With that, I will see you guys soon.